Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and in today's video I'm going to be going through a small haul I bought. It arrived today. I'll also be talking about something I had graded and recently sold. Let's talk about the graded stuff. So this is actually I originally bought this from a dealer in London, and then I sold it to a gentleman and he sold it to someone else, and that gentleman has just sold it back to me, which sounds far-fetched, but it's more common than you think. So that's the only graded coin I bought from the guy. I was pretty happy with that. I recently got, I say recently, it was about 3 months ago now, I sent off a 2002 set, sovereign set, proof set for grading. I got a royal flush of 70s. I've already sold them. Crazy day. I made like £1,800 on that set alone. So sometimes you just got to go with the grading. I know not everyone agrees with it, but there is value. I had a couple of Queen's Beasts. Let's show a better example of that. I had a couple of Queen's Beast proof coins. I showed them on the channel and I said I think they'd do okay. I think they'd be 69 or 70s. I sold one of them to a gentleman who texted me. Sometimes he phones me. And I phoned him up this morning. I was like, yeah, you've got a 70, mate. And he's like, yeah, really, really happy for him. Yeah, I want my customers to do well, and I think it did okay. There was like 8 or 9 coins that were sent for grading that were either mine or I sold to the person grading, and I got a straight flush of 70s across the board. So maybe I'm getting better at it. I do have the occasional mishap, which I don't like, but that's part of life. You can't win on every occasion. So bought that in. That, I think I paid £100 for this. I did okay. I wanted to pay slightly less. I wanted to get under 100, but when I spoke to the guy, I was like, you know what? I can squeeze maybe 115 out of it with it being proof 70. Oh, I might sit on it for a while. It's okay either way. It doesn't really matter. I got Sovereign. This one's pretty beat up. So gold has dropped. It's like fallen off a cliff. Not shocked at that. It's to do with the them. I think it was Biden keeping faith in a certain member of the Fed. I need to read up more on it, but it's kind of calmed the markets for gold. I think it's a false dawn. I've said it many times. I don't see how they can fix this problem. Like, they might raise rates like 0.25. Great, you're not doing anything with that. You're not going to stop the problems that are impending, unfortunately. And problems currently going on. It's not even kicking the can. The can is here. It's just the can's going to crumple and get even more decayed as we go along. So, paid spot on that. I got a couple of crooks, baby crooks. I had a gentleman message me and he's like, I want to sell some half solves and I want to sell some tenths, and I quoted him and he was like, I'll just do the half solves. So I tend to pay £5 over. One of these I paid spot on because it's not great. Always happy to get baby crooks in or baby anything in. I typically pay £5 over a coin on these. I tend to make £5 a coin after I deduct postage. So yeah, I think it's a fair split. They're just great. I love baby crooks. You can't go wrong with a humble crook. You really can't. It's one of those coins where there's always going to be liquidity for it. And also, if gold does go up, not everyone can afford an ounce. I know that. I've been trying to sell 2 ounces for the past week. No takers, and they've been pretty leanly priced as well. That's okay. I don't mind holding them. I bought this. This has already been sold. So as soon as it came in, a regular mine's like, she spoke to me about the Proof 2022 half sovereign. She ordered one, but she's like, it's been cancelled. And then she's like, no, I've actually got one. I phoned them up and yeah, they've got a coin for me. I was like, I've got a couple of bits in that might be of interest to you. And she ended up taking this. So I discounted it more than I was going to because, because of the 2002 set. I've made pretty much £2,000 today. Now that wasn't made in one day. You've got to do the legwork, you've got to source it, and then you've got to grade it, and that takes time, energy, and effort, and then you've got to sell it. But I don't mind giving some bad. I sold a few coins cheap past few days because I've had a pretty decent month, to be honest. So there's that one. This one's a treat. I paid about 180 for this, by the way. So this coin here, some of you may be familiar with it. This has been geared towards the Indian market. I think it's a very well put together piece, to be honest. Look at that, it's great. I'd happily buy these. So the gentleman, off the top of my head, the gentleman wanted 250 on it. Oh, did he want 230? He said, oh, it might have been you'll get 250 to 275 out of it. And I said to him, I was like, I would love to buy it. I don't think I'm going to get 250 out of it. I'll try and get 250, but I might be sitting on it a while. I've got an Indian Zov. I've been sitting on this for like a year, or a very long time. I've had this a while because this is on the Soul Trader book. I haven't been buying stock on the Soul Trader book since I started the business, which was before the new tax year. Maybe 9 months. Just hasn't sold. But yeah, I think the packaging is super neat. Comes in with a little COA. The mintage is about 62. Oh, that was the planned mintage. I don't know if they sold out. But what I really like about this is the way they've designed it. So you can have it on display. It's not even. It's not going to do it now, is it? There you go. You can literally have it on display if you just want to have it out in the house or you've got a cabinet. And I thought really, really great design feature. And it's genuinely well made. So this was a combination between the Royal Mint and Pamp. I think they've done a very good job. Really, really good job. I like the fact that it's got the credit card blister. God, I sound like a commercial. I really like this. I really do. But I end up paying $210 for this. If it goes for $230, $235, I've got to take out postage. I would have loved to have paid what he wanted. I'm not sure this will go for $250. I'll try and get $250. I think it's nowhere near $275. There's actually some dealers who have these up at £400 plus. I can't see it. I really can't see it going for that price, unfortunately. If I knew it was a £400 coin, bottom line is if I had to buy it for 400, I'm buying it for 350, and everyone's happy. But he did and I was happy to kind of let this one go, but he was like, okay, I'll do 210 on it. Which, could he have got more? I think he could have got more, but sometimes you've got to weigh up getting more and how long you have to hold it. And on this occasion, it's very specialist, and it's essentially a half sovereign. A fancy half sovereign, but it's a half sovereign nonetheless. It's not like well, that's more expensive than a young head half sovereign. They tend to go for 200. I wouldn't even pay 200 for a young head. No, I usually pay around the 170 mark for them. So 210 on that. And I also bought this. I wasn't too sure on buying this, but when I thought about it, it's Pamp. You can't really go wrong with a good Lady Fortuna bar. You just can't. If it doesn't sell, I'm happy to keep it because I think they're beautiful. I've had this in 1 ounce gold, and they are absolutely stunning. The design is second to none. Beautiful what they do to their bars. So this is the older style bar because it comes with this. The newer style bars come with like a Lady Fortuna across here. Really happy to get this. I was debating it, but I was really happy to have this come in. I might keep it. I haven't decided. But you know what I'm like for that. I'll say, yeah, I'll keep it, and I start all these grand projects, and then before I know I've sold it, I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's the haul for today. Well, I got to the point I tell you what my favourite is. It's difficult. Like I'll go for this. Can't go wrong with these. Can't go wrong with this. You know, this stuff. You know, it's going to take a bit of time to move, but really happy with the haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm still waiting on the 2022 proofs. Yeah, that's been a bit annoying, but it's okay. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one.